Starting to get down there. I saw a little bit of gold showing up in the corner. Whoa, baby. Did you see that? That sucker's loaded with pickers. Yeah! Well, good morning and welcome back to another episode of the Gold Country Miner. There's this little crevice over here that I've had my eye on for quite a while, and from a distance it looks pretty good. Now this time of year the water's low enough that it's pretty easy for me to cross the river. So I figured I should probably go ahead and have a closer look and, get this spot out of my mind. I've been thinking about it for a long time. So let me go give you a better look at what I'm talking about. So here's a shot of the general location of this crevice I want to work. It runs all the way up from the edge of the river, up along the bedrock, right about to where my feet are. So what I like about this particular crevice is that those little rocks are real packed in there, and the crevice there looks like it's pretty deep, maybe 6 or 8 inches. I've had pretty good luck with this scenario in the past, and I think a lot of other miners pass up this kind of crevice thinking it's not worth the effort. So we'll give it a try. Pay dirt. Getting pretty excited about this. Got to make sure to get every last bit. Sometimes that's where your best pickers are hiding, way down there in the bottom. In the process of cleaning out this pocket here, I found a little piece of VG. Visible gold. Yeah, baby. Finally got that crevice all cleaned out. I got a nice pan full of pay dirt. It's a good sign when you find that reddish brown, the dirty dirt. And you can see here I got a pan full of it, so I'm pretty excited about this one. So we'll go pan it out and see how we did. Starting to get down there. I saw a little bit of gold showing up in the corner. Whoa, baby. Did you see that? That sucker's loaded with pickers. Yeah! Try to give you a nice reveal here. Oh man. Now that, my friends, is why you don't pass up those little crevices. Let me snap a picture and I'll give you a better look. Better get those in the snuffer before I lose them. Okay, let's snuffer them up. I love it when they barely fill. Oh, I got a clog. I love clogs. Try again. Oh, here we go. That's a good sign when you can't get them in there. There they go. There's my friends. All right, so I've already worked this crevice from up here all the way down to right about there. But it keeps going. And you know I'm not going to pass that up. Look at that. Another piece of visible gold. Okay, I'm almost done here. Just getting the last little bits out of the bottom of this. It pays to be thorough. Use your paintbrush, use your scoop, get every last little morsel out. Sometimes that's where the best pieces are, in the very bottom. Let's go pan her out. If it's half as good as that first pan, I'm gonna go home a happy boy. this one's not looking quite as good as that first one, but it's not bad. I see a lot of chunks of lead and metal and stuff. Here, I'll give you a look. Right there. These big ones, I wish those were gold, but they're not. So, got some fine stuff. Nothing like that first one, though. Can't win them all. Okay, I got all the gold from the day combined into this pan. I want to try to give you a little better look at it. Oh, there it is. Look at that, nice chunky stuff. That's a good day. There's a lot of pickers in there. Well, that sure was a good morning on the river. Unfortunately, our time out here has to come to a close now. I'm gonna go start packing up all my gear and hiking back out of the canyon. Now at the end of the day, when you're packing up all your tools, make sure to really scan the area thoroughly. If you're anything like me, you've got tools scattered all around. And if you happen to leave any one behind, like a pan or a crevice tool or something, that could eat away at 50% of your earnings for the day. So make sure to take your time and be thorough and not leave anything behind. Another way to increase your overall take for the day, try to go to places where you don't have to pay for parking. You know, if you have to pay $5 or $10 to park and you only find $20 worth of gold, there goes 50% of your earnings for that day. So if you can avoid paying for parking, that's a win for you in the end. Back on the trail. Now that was an awesome day. So I'm almost back to the car, but I gotta stop and show you something. This is nuts. Look at this thing. That thing's huge. It's like the size of a sack of mandarins. It's as big as a size 12 pair of Air Jordans. It's the size of a half-empty bag of charcoal. And what's crazy is that turd was not there when I was hiking out. So whatever laid that thing down was there while I've been out here. I thought the Brontosaurus was extinct. I didn't know that armadillos grew to be that big. Kind of looked like a sumo wrestler who ate nothing but bologna sandwiches for 2 weeks. Who'd have thought that the humpback whale had evolved to be a terrestrial species? I didn't realize that horses are now carnivorous. I guess polar bears are having to expand their territory and migrate south. Looks like somebody fed their pet rhino too many roast beef sandwiches from Arby's. Must have been a pterodactyl perch somewhere up above there. They really ought to stop giving their camel enchiritos. Huh, I didn't realize your mom was a hiker. Good thing it's on the ground, because I don't think Roto-Rooter would have made the trip out there. That looked like a real vein strainer. Your grandma's got to be happy that that Miralax finally kicked in. All right, one more. I didn't know they let Great Danes into the hometown buffet. Okay, back in the barn. I've got that gold all dried out, and I want to show you a little trick for how I separate out most of the black sand. So here's how I do it. Get your gold and your black sand all kind of spread out. You don't want thick piles of it. Try to get a nice thin layer across the bottom of your bowl. Then you take a magnet. I'm using a pretty strong one. And you kind of wave it across the top, but keeping a distance from the sand, and you'll start to see that sand do a little dance. See how it's dancing? Now, if you get it dancing like that, then the gold flakes are not going to get stuck in those clumps and lifted up against the magnet. Just wave it back and forth. There we go. And that's going to lift off the majority of the black sand. Some of it's not magnetic, so you got to do something else with that. Usually what I do is just kind of blow it off gently. There we go. Okay, time for the final weigh-in. Let's see how we did. There we go, 0.90 grams. Right now, ooh, a little more, 0.93. Right now, a gram is worth like 63 bucks or something like that. So a little under, maybe what, $55 total there? Not bad for one crevice between some bedrock. Now, if you enjoyed today's episode of the Gold Country Miner, please hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe to this channel. That way, when I post a video in the future, you'll get notified that there's a new one out. Until then, have a great day.